When I was 8 years old, I asked Santa for a watch. I received a Cinderella watch and also a figurine of Cinderella in her beautiful ball gown.
The earliest Christmas present that I remember receiving is the chicken that looks like Santa, and he sings and dances the chicken song.
I don't remember how old I was. I was probably like somewhere between 6 and 9. We would go to my grandparents on Christmas Eve, and I received a baby doll, and on Christmas Day, the baby doll's twin, Santa had brought me the baby doll's twin, so that was my favorite, and it had all the accessories and everything.
My first present I remember as a child was when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I received my first dollhouse, which was made of some type of metal. I can remember walking down the steps and just seeing it underneath the tree and being so excited.
I remember receiving a flexible flyer sled.
I think one of my favorites, at least from early on in life, was a pool table. I came downstairs and there was a small pool table. It was like maybe 7 or 8, and that was there. And stuffed Alf was sitting on top of it. So I remember Alf.
I think the earliest Christmas present I can remember getting was a nutcracker. My mom always used to get my brothers and I nutcrackers every year.
When I was younger, I really liked Power Rangers, and I ended up getting a like a boxing bag with Power Rangers on it.
The earliest Christmas present that I can remember getting was a Winnie the Pooh house, and I thought it was like the coolest thing in the world, but I kept kicking my family out and yelling at them, and it's on home video, and it's pretty funny.
I think the one I remember receiving was my first Lionel electric train.
The earliest Christmas present I remember getting was a table. Now it sounds weird, but we carried this table in. My dad said that my brothers and I could help, and it was for my mom. Well, it ended up being a bumper pool table for all of us that we got on Christmas morning, and that was pretty awesome.
Well, I prefer a fake tree, but my wife wants a real tree, so we have a real tree.
I prefer a real tree because of the memories that you have going to cut down the Christmas tree.
When we had kids in the house, I loved a real tree, but now that the kids are gone, fake tree all the way.
We've never had a real Christmas tree growing up, so I would have to say a fake Christmas tree.
I prefer an easy peasy pre-lit artificial tree, although I love the smell of a fresh cut Christmas tree.
I prefer live trees, which is such a chore to clean up.
Definitely prefer a real tree over fake, for sure. You get to like pick one out, and they're different every year.
I prefer a fake tree because a real tree is too much work.
I prefer a fake tree because I have been hurt by real trees because they're too pointy, and it's easier to just have one. And you can keep it up all year round if you really want to.
Definitely a fake tree because there's less opportunity for a live squirrel to be living in it.
Christmas tree farm, here we come. Definitely a real tree for me.
The Christmas cookie that has to go is definitely the gingerbread man.
The cookie that needs to go is the Snickerdoodle. I am not a fan of the Snickerdoodle.
Sugar cookies.
I think definitely as a Christmas cookie, chocolate chip has to go because you can have chocolate chip all year, but the other cookies are definitely Christmas cookies.
The Christmas cookie that needs to go is the nasty tasting gingerbread cookie.
Out of the 4 cookies, I would say that sugar cookies can probably go because I like the rest of them way too much to get rid of them, and they're just too sweet sometimes.
Sugar cookie for sure would go.
Out of the 4, I'd have to pick gingerbread because I don't like it as much as the others.
Chocolate chip because chocolate chip's an all-year cookie and the rest are pretty much Christmas cookies.
And obviously, any cookie that's made to build with shouldn't be eaten.
One of our highest values as a church family is our connection with each other.
I love my church family, and as a church staff, we miss being able to see all of you.
We miss being able to serve together. We miss being able to worship together like we used to.
We miss our community together, all in one place. We miss being able to high five and give hugs.
But as we celebrate Christmas Eve at home this year, let's not focus on what we miss.
Let's focus instead on the hope that we have because of Jesus. A thrill of hope.
Just like everything else, Christmas is different this year. But the hope we have in Jesus will never change.
So from our home to yours,
Merry Christmas!